proud, obviously, of UBAWA Magazine. I'm going to say there should be 2 copies here. Let's take a look. All right, so here is the 45th edition here of the UBAWA Magazine, and this is the back. It has our website there listed. But as you can see, featured in this magazine are the top 100 authors of 2022. And this magazine talks about the upcoming UBAWA Book Convention that we are going to resurrect. It has been put on pause, a very long pause, due to the fact that a number of factors. Number one, I was pursuing my doctoral studies in Los Angeles, California from 2016 through 2020. So I was very focused, obviously, on achieving that milestone, which I did successfully complete. And second, the pandemic happened following in 2020. So it's just like one thing after another. But this year is the year that we plan to relaunch and resurrect the UBAWA Book Convention. And we've already received an influx of registrations from authors, from publishers. So I do encourage authors, you're watching this, to go ahead and make your registration. We are taking pre-registrations via our website at ubawa.org, spelled UBAWA.org. Doesn't cost anything to pre-register, and then you will receive a follow-up email with the next steps in the process for how you can secure your spot at the 2023 UBAWA Book Convention. But here's a look. I'll give you guys a little peek inside this magazine here. So when authors are featured, they get a full page feature in our magazine. That's just how it goes. As you guys can see here, this is the list of all the authors who made the UBAWA Top 100 Authors list of 2022, and they are so proud and grateful to have made that list. It's another peek inside. I'll give you guys just a quick little peek here, what it looks like. But yeah, this is our magazine, and this is a 45th edition. So if you would like to get a copy of this, just simply go to our website, ubawa.org, and order your copy. I have thought about giving out free copies to people who win them, not just giving them out, but people who obviously earn a free copy. So if you would like a free copy, perhaps, how can I do this? I might have to start a trivia. I think that'll be how I'll do it. I'll probably create a trivia on our page, our main page, at Urban Authors. It's on Facebook. We're at Urban Authors on Facebook, on Instagram. So yeah, check that out, and I'll update you guys on how you can possibly win a free copy of this magazine. I think it's a very timeless keepsake to have, to own, given that UBAWA, I think, UBAWA is a very unique literary organization in that we promote independently published, self-published authors, right? So most of the authors that you'll see featured on UBAWA are independent, right? Like they are not signed to any major publishing company, though some are, but most aren't. So we're talking about authors who have believed in themselves enough to invest in themselves, keyword. And I like to emphasize that because some authors, some writers think that it's really easy, and they sometimes expect people to pour into their gifts before they do. And it's like, no, you have to take that lead and pouring into yourself, investing in yourself. And then you'll see that other people will also believe in you, but you have to definitely take that first step. So these authors are very unique. Most of them are African American, or identify themselves as African American, Black. I did a co-feature, kind of cross-promoting authors from UBAWA on my nonprofit organization page, that I created when I was working on my dissertation, called Be Happy. So you guys can go see that. Those authors that you see on the homepage of Be Happy, spelled BIHAPI.org. It stands for, what does it stand for? I'm sorry. Black Identity and Health in African People International. But I launched that website and organization back in 2018 when I was working on my dissertation. Basically, my dissertation centered on researching the constructs of Black identity, acculturation, and implicit racial bias. And the website essentially sprouted from my research so that I could highlight positive things that are happening in the Black community, in the African diaspora, just to promote more empowerment within ourselves, to promote reassurance of who we are, to solidify, our identity, to be proud of who we are and where we come from. And on that homepage, you'll see a showcase of authors from UBAWA.org that are featured there. And I asked a question, how do you identify? Do you identify yourself as an African, as, Black? How do you identify? And it's interesting to see their responses and their explanation, more importantly, of why they identify themselves as Black or African American. And some actually said neither. So you guys go check that out. It's at BeHappy.org, BIHAPI.org. But on that note, I'm going to end this video. Feel free to share it with your friends, your family, your colleagues. If there are any aspiring authors or writers, this is definitely the organization to be a part of. I remember, I'm just going to go down memory lane real quick, that when I first launched UBAWA back in 2010, rewind, tell you guys a little story here. I was living in actually Florida. This is before I moved to Atlanta, and I just had so much inspiration. I had so much passion, so much motivation to create an organization to give back. I've always been inspired to just give back to the community. That's always something that has ran really deep in my veins, just in who I am. And I had very little resources. And at the time when I moved to Atlanta, I remember this was the very beginning stages of UBAWA. We were very young, less than 1 year old. I didn't own a computer at all, a laptop or anything like that. And I would go to the public library in DeKalb County, East Atlanta, Georgia, and I would reserve a computer. And at the time, I think they had time slots where you could reserve 30, 45 minutes at a time. And I would go there and I would actually build UBAWA website. I would take time to promote authors. And this is all for free. Mind you now, this is all for free. I would get on there and I would promote authors on the website. Facebook at the time was still kind of up and coming. I would promote them, on Facebook. And yeah, I just remember the amount of time that I would spend and how dedicated and focused I was to give these authors a platform. So, fast forward from then and looking at now and how much we've grown, and people probably from the outside looking in see how much support UBAWA receives from all types of authors, right? All faces of authors. And some, get it. And some people may feel oh, well, why are they supporting, UBAWA, right? Or why do we have as much success as we do? And it's because the grassroots. It's like I started this organization with little to nothing, and I had a vision, and I stuck with that vision despite the controversy, despite people feeling that, oh, you know, we shouldn't create this platform, they don't deserve it. Like, I got so much pushback from other people who just were, they felt a certain kind of way. I don't want to say jealous, but they definitely, you know, were not in alignment with the mission that I had set forth for UBAWA, you know, and so, you know, they spread negativity and hate messages, you know, about UBAWA. But through all of that, you know, I stuck with it, and a lot of people definitely appreciate the platform. They see, you know, the journey that UBAWA has taken, where we started, where we came from. You know, I actually just recently shared the website. This is the very, very beginning stages of UBAWA. We hosted our website on webs.com. And it's still there. I'm surprised to see. So I shared that recently on our Facebook page on UBAWA. You guys can check that out, but I'm just like, wow. I'm just amazed to see how far we've come. We have so much, like, there's so, I think, many opportunities that are in store for UBAWA. I've shared, you know, some projects that are in the works. We're actually diligently and faithfully and patiently investing in an actual space. It's going to come to fruition, but, you know, I see that we're going to put together an actual physical space where authors, writers, publishers, readers can convene, interact, and this will be our space based here in New York City. So that definitely is underway. The 2023 UBAWA Book Convention is underway. A lot more. You know, we're going to resurrect the UBAWA Radio. We will host regular radio interviews. So that is definitely underway. The issue with that, though, we had, I think, 2 different hosts. One was a male, one was a female. And the reason why that actually got put on pause is because the hosts weren't really consistent. We need people who are going to be there consistently, right? And I think it was weekly that we hosted these interviews for authors. Great platform. So I'm envisioning that. And I think, you know, obviously with the advent of these different tools that we have on social media, with the live platforms where you can cross promote live on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, you know, it just makes it much more convenient and feasible for us to be able to relaunch the UBAWA Radio. So that's that. I'm going to be doing a lot of networking with other literary organizations just to help expand our platform. A lot of people have reached out to me. I think I've been very protective of UBAWA, very reluctant to form collaborations with other organizations because you just don't know, right? But we're definitely considering that cautiously in the future. And what else? I think that's about it. That's about it that I'm going to share for right now. But yeah, I really appreciate everyone's support, and, you know, just it's immeasurable. I think the amount of support that we've received thus far, just from people from all different cultures, communities, races, you know, different countries. UBAWA is definitely has extended beyond the walls of America, and, you know, we are like international. We've actually always been that way, thanks to obviously these social media platforms that makes it easier for us to connect and reach out to audience that extend beyond the U.S. border. So I'm very grateful for that. But you guys, yes, please share this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.